Hi everyone, so this is a video that should have really gone up last term. It's going to be really cool. It was going to be all about Corpus Challenge, which is when Corpus Christi Oxford goes to visit Corpus Christi Cambridge, and we have like a massive day of like sporting events, and it's not all just sports, but it like looks really cool, and there's like shots of people doing cool sports and looking really sporty. And then I realised that actually I'm really bad at making sports montages. Like all the footage that I had, they were all too far away and it was really horrible to edit, and so I had never ended up making it. And I don't want to like not tell you about it because it's something that I really enjoyed, and it's something that's very much part of like Oxford and Corpus as a college. So like we arrived for the weekend. I actually went down early and had a nightmare on trains. It took me like 7 hours to get from here to Cambridge for some reason. I'm not like sure how. I got hit by like 2 different delays and then the same delay again. But everyone else went down on coach and arrived for the Sunday morning, and so we had the entire Sunday where we had like all of the sporting activities in their sports grounds, like ultimate frisbee, lacrosse, football, badminton, squash I think as well. But for the less sporty of us, which is basically me, there's also stuff like bar games and like board games, and you can just generally spend the day out in Cambridge or just like wander around and speak to people and make friends with people. So then after like we had all of the sporting events, we had the Corpus Christi formal. So you could sign up to be a part of this, and it basically meant that we had formal hall at Corpus Christi Cambridge. It's a nice excuse to get dressed up, and especially because we had a club night afterwards. So I think they essentially rented out Cindy's, which is one of the main clubs in Cambridge, for both of our colleges. So it meant that all the people that we were there were people that we'd made friends with during the day, or like people from our own college who we were already friendly with. Although it was like quite quiet because obviously there were only 2 colleges filling the entire club. It was like kind of almost like a bop in just a much bigger area. The only thing about this was that we had to then get the coach back at like 2 AM, so you arrived like maybe about 4 AM, and then I still had a 9 AM lecture the next day. I did actually make it to the lecture, which I personally am quite proud of. We all made it. All of the physicists made it who did go on the trip. It's something that I would definitely recommend because it's so much fun, and it means, because it happens every year, they're going to come to Oxford next year, and so the friends that we made there last year can come and visit us. So obviously it is just like a really fun day out, but it is also a competition between Oxford and Cambridge. Unfortunately for us, we lost by quite a large margin. No one actually kept track of the scores, but you could tell even from like organising the sports teams that they actually had sports teams, whereas we just rallied together a random assortment of people of whoever wanted to do the sport. So they ended up winning, which I guess isn't really that big a deal, but you know, would it be nice for us to win? And so now it's the beginning of Trinity. I arrived maybe a week ago, so I arrived on Saturday. I came down early to like revise a bit more for my collections. We had those. We're just starting to get our results back now, but who knows how they've gone really. Collections, we actually went to the Pembroke Pims party. I think it's a fundraiser by their boat club to raise money for their like JCR and boat club and stuff. Basically when we just like sat on the grass in Pembroke in their quad and had pims and burgers and just like lay around after collections and took that time to just kind of rest, I guess. Obviously we're starting to move into like exam season, but the thing is about the physics course, it's set up quite nicely that we've pretty much learned all of the content that we need to know for the first year. So you learn it all in Michaelmas and Hilary, and then this term we have revision lectures for the first 5 weeks I think, and we also have the short option, which is the only new content that we'd be learning. And so we'll have our exams in 7th week and the short option in 8th, and then we're done, which is weird. I do not feel ready to like start this last term. I don't feel like I'm ready to stop being a fresher. I don't feel like I know enough about Oxford, but I'm hoping that will all come. So that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you very soon. Bye!